it may have been a while for you to remember where this particular place is. The fact that we have a Loprit standing alongside some Omicrons and a big giant electronic eyeball. But over a year ago, this was the precursor to something that was introduced in patch 6.2, but I didn't really take much of an interest in showing off. I had initially, but really was trying to find more of a reason to want to take that time to really show it in a Let's Play episode. But with patch 6.35 coming out, it gave me more motivation to do so. And so, we're going to go back in time, as it were, to patch 6.2 and show off this particular quest. And it's one that, given where we are, is a bit of a surprise for those who weren't expecting it. But it is quite an impressive little thing that really takes everything here, where we are in Ultima Thule, and really puts it all together quite impressively. Of course, I'll just show off the intro to it. I won't go through everything, but I'll leave you to take a look and do it for yourself if you've not already done so. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So, as Rika chills out here at this place, why don't we go ahead and meet with Jammingway, who led us to the Stigma Dreamscape quest. So, I obviously can't speak with Jammingway currently just as I am, so I need to change to a gatherer's job. So I have my fisher on me, and yeah, as you may have noticed, this is quite an unusual look, but given where we are, I think that it works rather well. And the outfit itself has become really popular in Final Fantasy XIV, so I think it makes sense to adjust Jammingway wearing this. So let's go ahead and speak with him to take on this quest at Level 80 for Gatherers entitled The Cafe at the End of the Universe. Last Dregs managers Jammingway and N7000 have much to tell you. Welcome, Rika, to the Lost Dregs! So yeah, this is what they're calling this place that we stumbled upon towards the conclusion of the main story. At long last, we're open for business, and that's not all. What else you got? This unit recommends you allow the squeaky light form to elaborate. Please be advised that this recommendation does not extend to other conversations. Noted there, N7000, and also it's been a while since we've seen you. For one thing, we've cleaned the place up since your last visit. That counts as clean enough to eat off of. I imagine it must have accumulated a lot of dust over the whole bunch of how long it's been around. We've also recruited additional Omicrons to our cause. They have absolutely no better to do and are thus stationed here at all hours. I fear their lack of customer service experience may prove an issue, however, so I think it best that our first patrons be similar to the people of Atheris. You all have been awfully understanding of our slip-ups with the moon. To fulfill that objective, this unit has taken the liberty of ordering the replication of possibly intelligent life forms based on data recovered from the dead ends. These life forms now exist as tangible simulations, much like this unit itself, allowing them to enjoy cafe services. If you orient your ocular orbs to my right, you will find Patron 001 and Patron 002 of the Corellian people. And who are the Corellians exactly? Well, let's go find out. Yeah, they did mention the dead ends. You might remember these two were in the second part of that dungeon. Prepare to die, traitor! I shall now obliterate your hideous helm and your belligerent brain with it. Ideological alignment with the global community is the only way to restore peace. That and the utter annihilation of our enemies. You would say that, mongrel. You have long ceased to see beyond the leash around your neck, or perhaps it's that tasteless headwear that's cutting off oxygen to your brain. Even though you're essentially wearing the same, I guess, spacesuits, but with different colored helmets. You and your masters know not of righteousness. The peace you offer is but apathy, self-determination subjugated to the pull of the yoke. pray that you know at last no freedom mean death. Yeah, you call these patrons there, N7000? Yeah, more like mortal enemies. As you can see, it's not going as well as we'd hoped. So how does the cafe deal with this? The data indicates that while the Corellians prospered materially under the global community, the anti-establishment freedom fighters fought back against its oppressive social conditions, leading to total annihilation of both civilization and star. So how did these two get here?
Excuse me, it seems like both of you want the same thing, to put an end to this conflict and live happily ever after.
But while pointing guns at each other?
Oh, so to murder each other, but that didn't turn out so well for you last time. How about you take a seat and talk this over?
Are they willing? Well, the music stopped abruptly. Yeah, let's sit down and hammer this out.
I suppose this will have to do for the time being. For, you see, I have something even more important to show you. With me.
Yeah, where are you going? Even N7000 seems confused. And you, Omicron's watching the bar. Don't let these two do anything stupid. So what do we got going on over here?
Can you see it? Here at the end of the universe, a new star's been born.
That thing? Are we sure it's not what's left of Medion's sadness? Furthermore, readings confirm that this unidentified star is composed of dynamis.
With the Endsinger gone, Ultima Thor should no longer be due to despair. Yet what kind of star, what civilization could have arisen out of the dynamis of this place? I shudder to think.
That is precisely why this unit recommends eliminating potential threats immediately. The looming specter of a hostile civilization is not conducive to carrying out current orders to live.
Have you learned nothing from the Corellians? We cannot simply go about annihilating everybody who looks at us askance. Besides, it would be a shame to waste any potential resources the star has to offer, as it's not as if we're rolling in tea leaves out here.
This unit finds the eminently killable life form's outlook to be intolerably naive.
I'll show you eminently be killable, you weird-looking fork.
Fork?
Anyway, I propose that, with your help, Rika, we first investigate this newborn star. There'll be plenty of time for annihilating later, should such measures be called for.
Let's hope it never gets to that. If both eminently killable life forms insist, you may access the research portal from base Omicron. This unit will accompany you for your own safety. Alright. So yeah, what is over there exactly? It's been a while since we've actually done a showing off of a tribal quest. Of course, the last time we did was for the Arkosodara. Let's go and see what we're dealing with here. And of course, one only wonders what all is down there, too. The vastness of the universe in full display. Alright, N7000. Beyond this portal, you will find a research area constructed for the purposes of collecting data on the new star. You may proceed with caution to the star from there. Well, that didn't take long.
Color me impressed by Stigma 4, that is. It's the one that made all of this. Now look sharp, Forky.
Portal to A4 research. First the portal to the newborn star. Will it be livable though? That'll also be something we need to take into consideration. FTL travel initialized. Calibrating coordinates. Off we go. Yeah, Soul Baron over here. Not much to look at currently. So this is what we got here. A big giant floating island in the middle of space, pretty much like all of Ultima Thule.
If Ultima Thule is governed by sentiment, does that mean this huge thing came straight from someone's heart?
Well, we can say that. Initiating scan of planet surface and core. If you can call it a planet. Environmental scans inconsistent with data from previously recorded planets. No sign of civilization detected. This unit can only assume that the star is entirely new.
Unlike anything seen before.
Yeah, scratching your head somehow. Emergency alert from the last Dregs. Ooh. Almost sounds like an old school internet modem. This unit will now transmit directly from Stigma 4. Emergency alert. Customers designated Patron 001 and Patron 002 resisting delivery of sustenance. Weapons have been drawn. Please advise.
Resisting? What in the world did you serve them?
As proposed by the flea-ridden manager, staff first attempted to provide patrons with locally rendered carrots. These were rejected as not food. Which to a Loprit is an insult. Gordona oil and Omicron grease were also rejected, despite databases indicating that these substances fulfill 95% of the criteria for designation as food. Word unsuitable for transmission also issued forth from patrons at this time. That made me laugh. The torrent of verbal abuse activated the Gordona Guardian's moderation filters, causing it to set weapon systems to purge. All remaining units have withdrawn behind available cover. Projections indicate a 99.9783% chance of failure should further arbitration be attempted by current staff. Management support requested.
I sort of expected this.
Yeah, of course it has to happen while our backs are turned.
After all, artificial carrots just aren't right. Where's the fresh and juicy crunch? Where's the slight aftertaste of dirt?
Of dirt. Have you ever tried... This may sound far-fetched, but perhaps they don't like carrots. They probably don't even exist in their own world.
I don't know why anyone would bother putting other things in their mouth when there are perfectly good carrots lying about, but very well. I suppose we'll need to concoct some sort of nutritious admixture.
Data indicates that cultivation prospects in Ultima Thule are abysmal. To manufacture ingredients would require a dedicated production plant.
Given the fate of our aforementioned carrots, that simply will not do. But what of this new star? Could it not be used to cultivate the fresh culinary ingredients we need? I can see it now! Our customers' contentment upon tasting the most delicious and nutritious cuisine they've ever had. The sight should delight me as much as the 100 carrots of happiness at least.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, while he's musing, things are happening. And then in a flash of light...
Goodness me!
Yeah, all of a sudden, we have plants and grass. Just out of nowhere. Scanning soil, acidity, moisture content, and temperature within acceptable parameters.
And it's soft under my paws, as if it's simply begging for cultivation.
Indeed, analysis indicates that 56.2% of cultivars registered to database during prior conflict with organic civilizations would be suited to this environment.
Did this star grant my wish? I suppose, given the nature of this place, it's not unreasonable to believe that residual energies from Meteor's nest could have coalesced into a new star, nor that said star will be as susceptible to immersion as the rest of the dynamos around here.
This theory is excessively convenient, but the data does not contradict it.
Your ability to solve me even when we're in agreement never ceases to amaze. Fortunately for you, I have better things to do than bicker worth a bucket of bolts right now. Oh, magics of creation, feel the craving deep within my soul and grant me endless carrots!
I don't think it's that easy. Yeah, I don't think you can just wish food to appear. Perhaps gluttony does not qualify as an emotion. Damn.
Bugger, yet my hopes for the cafe do apparently. Unlike my, however sincere, visions of carrots specifically, that intangible hope for a potential future took form as tillable earth, in which case, perhaps the joy as of yet unrealized possibility to success here. Thus, we shall call it Alcyon, a joyful land where our hopes may come to rest.
And thus it was named. The mythology at work here remains alien to this unit, but the overexcited organism, I was gonna say orgasm, not you idiots. But the overexcited organism speculation has merit. Dynamis has been demonstrated to make the impossible possible. And look how happy he is. So how will we do this? However, the data also shows that it lends itself as easily to ill as to good. If the beings of Ultima Thule succumb to despair once more, the consequences will be dire. This unit does not even need to run the calculations to be sure.
Oh boy, my carrots have forgotten about the customers. We must attend to them with all haste, lest they warp the nature of this star.
And so, we better hurry before it's too late. And hurry on over to Jamingway again. Yeah. I thought I told you not to get off away from the table.
Please, if you would just sit down for a nice calming cup of tea.
As if I would fall for your ruse a second time. That food you served us made me long for the days of chewing a boot in the trenches. Deeply though it pains me, I must agree. That was the least palatable vegetable I've ever eaten, wartime or no. If I die, my blood is on your hands.
Heavens, we can't have that. We wish only to satisfy our customers, to bring them joy so that they may never again fall to despair. What dishes would bring you joy, if I might ask?
Everything we typically eat, from beans to beef, is manufactured according to specifications that I cannot begin to guess at. But I would take anything even approaching normal at this point. Perhaps a salad to cleanse the palate of that horrid oil. As long as there are none of those genetically modified logs in it this time.
I see. 2 salads with completely organic ingredients coming right up.
How soon your paltry grey matter forgets. There is a dearth of produce in this corner of the universe. Even on the new star, seeds will require time to grow.
Oh, but surely Rika can do something about that.
What can we do about that?
You are a fisher, are you not? Surely there must be some manner of edible flora around here, inconspicuous though it may be. And I dare say local ingredients are something of a conversation starter, so that could be the next step towards our patrons resolving their differences. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yeah, I guess we can do that for you.
You need only relax and wait. We'll serve you a delicious dinner yet.
Reluctantly reviewing natural resource database. Promising nodes located. Yeah, he uses his fancy scanner to take a look. Flora found in the wellspring of regret has been rated by other organic life forms as edible and shows acceptable nutrient composition. You may wish to purchase gold salmon roe from Omicron 0598 in A for research for this mission and similar endeavors in Ultima Thule. All proceeds go to Omicron enhancement initiatives. Alright.
While you do that, we'll see if we can't scrunch up a few more ingredients for us from our stores. Though I still cannot imagine why one would prefer other foodstuffs to carrots. I must admit that this culinary experimentation rather invigorating.
Well, at least these two aren't killing each other, that's the big thing. So, catch a strip of soggy alien kelp at the Wellspring of Regret, but of course I need to get some lore from over at base Omicron. So we can go ahead and do that. Alright, so I got the Goldstone row that I needed, and I got 50 units, which should be plenty for what we are going to be doing over the next little while for Rika doing Fisher. Of course, you can do this with any gathering job. I'm just have her at Fisher right now because I needed to get to 90, and Miner and Botanist are already at 90. So let's make our way. We got to go all the way over here, so we're going to warp over to the abode of the Ia. Yeah, this is the Wellspring of Regret, this shuriken-looking thing on the map. So we're gonna go ahead and hook up with our gold salmon roe that was recommended to us. And then all we have to do is wait for something to get caught. Remember, we're not catching fish here, we're catching vegetation. So I guess vegetation is sentient enough that it can be caught by using a fishing rod. So there we go. So now we gotta take this back. Alright, back to N7000. The return of allied life form Rika is most welcome. This unit can only hope that the other organic life forms will now cease their whining. Let's hope you're right about that. Here you go. Quality and quantity of provided ingredients exceed expected parameters.
Yours, maybe. I knew Rika would go above and beyond. Now let's put these greens to the test.
Yeah, sit down, you two. You might need to take your helmets off to wear these things. Or eat these things, rather. Needless to say, I fear for my life, but now they've gone to so much trouble, I suppose we should try it. And so they take off their helmets off camera. And then put them back on. An astonishingly robust spectral flavor and texture. I was unaware that food could possess such pleasant complexity. Mass-produced dishes pale in comparison. Watch your tongue. The global community solved world hunger through automation, you know. You lot would have scurvy thrice over without it. Still, I must admit that the flavor unique. Though we replicated a wide variety of cultivars in our factories, just as many were consigned to history. I see now what a loss that was. There isn't a appeal to having the freedom to choose what you eat, is there not? Though I recognize the validity of your world hunger argument. Perhaps there is room for both perspectives at this table. At this peculiar waiter observed, our haste to elevate one at the expense of others has not served us well in the past. All words to hear from a freedom fighter, but not wrong.
That's the spirit. I'm certain you two have plenty of common if you're willing to hear each other out. In the meantime, why not help us with the gardening? Release some of that pent-up energy that is you shutting at each other all the time. Think about it. It's honest, non-violent work, and the more you grow, the more new flavors you can experience. We have a patch of new land on a new star that has your names on it. Well, your patron designations anyway. What do you say?
I cannot claim that I'd be happy on the battlefield. I fought in the name of peace until there was not enough to fight or to fight for. There has to be a better way. Maybe in safeguarding life rather than taking it, I'll find out what that is. And what about this guy? Do you have what it takes? I'll hesitate to alarm our ethos with thought of a global citizen, yet it is true that we now have the freedom to choose a better future. And so, very well, I shall put down my arms and travel a different path this time round. Then it is a truce. Let us plant those vegetables.
Oh, I smell hope. It's like carrots of happiness, if you're wondering. Perhaps Unseen can smell it too.
Inconclusive and 80% nonsensical. However, possibilities resulting from this unlikely alliance approach the infinite.
I suppose that means we'll have to go and see for ourselves. Come along, patrons.
And leave your guns. Do that at the very least. Alright, back over to N7000. Despite the small yet statistically significant chance of their being greeted by hostilities, the naive life form has sent Patron 001 and Patron 002 ahead to Elsion. This unit suggests we make haste in confirming what effects, if any, their emotions have wrought on the star. Let's go and take a look. We all seem to be shocked, and with good reason. Yeah, all of a sudden we have proper flowers. And there are more Corellians here now. Yeah, this is quite a contrast. Heck, some of them are even laughing. All of a sudden, the Corellians' heartfelt hopes for a peaceful future have taken form as resplendent gardens. And an entire building to boot, probably for them to live in. Nevertheless, much of the newborn store remains as unto a blank canvas. What other hopes will the powers of Dynamis bring to life? Yeah, let's take a look. Alright, and 7000. Dynamis-based alterations to the local environment exceed all but the most improbable of projections. Data from prior civilizations indicates that organic customers will be pleased with the vegetation available for consumption. This unit proposes a temporary retreat to aid for research and discuss future salads and salad-adjacent matters. Alright then. I'll leave you two to go at it. But not in conflict anymore, please. So yeah, we're ending the quest now by speaking with N7000. All management units are present. This unit will now run multiple cognitive simulations of the last Dregs future. And in so doing, give us 2.24 million experience and 1,415 gil. Alright, and N7000, let's get back to you. Analysis complete. Simulations suggest that further consultation with reconstructed life forms and changes to the nature of Elsion will both be beneficial in increasing future customer satisfaction. Overall, friendly interaction appears key to the success of Last Dregs objectives, which are vital to the ongoing mission to live.
In other words, if we continue to value our patrons, our cafe will become an ever greater source of joy.
This unit would not make such a fanciful projection, but nevertheless agrees with the general trajectory proposed. The ongoing assistance of allied lifeform Rika will also be invaluable. Will you continue to act as a management unit? I swore I'd never go back to retail. I don't know what that has to do with this, but yeah, I'm in. Your cooperation is appreciated. In preparation for the next phase of operations, this unit proposes strategically repositioning Matrix Stigma 4 to this location, that it may better assist in coordinating planetary and cafe objectives. Transmission of orders will commence at your signal. Alright. So yeah, he goes and looks everything over. And now they're all done with that. And as we're talking things over... Yeah, hello there, Stigma 4. Yeah, giant freaky eyeball. Spinning around as you do. Retro thrusters on cooldown. Initiating matrix installation. Yeah, it's kind of weird to see a big giant electronic eyeball floating around like that.
Speaking of which, we have one more installation to attend to. Oh, it's still N7000.
Yeah, what is that installation? What exactly happened to this guy? Yeah, he's been given electronic rabbit ears like the Loporits. Or, well, it's not like the Loporits have, but now he has rabbit ears too. Perfect. Now I can tell which Omicron the insults will be... Oh.
Perfect. Now I can tell which Omicron the insults will be coming from. It also signifies your role in this operation quite well, does it not?
Good, yet effective. This unit will consent to wearing the large-eared lifeform's primitive accessory. Looks like we're all good on that.
Now, my loyal crew, to work! The possibilities are infinite, so there's much to be done.
And I look forward to it. Yeah, let's discuss what we're going to be doing next. And we also unlock tribal quests for the last Dregs. Keep friendly reputation with the staff and patrons of the last Dregs. Omicron tribal quests are now available from Stigma A4 in A4 Research. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from Omicron and 0598. And we also got the achievement Voices of a Distant Server 1. So that's the introduction to working together with Jemmingway as well as the Omicrons. Of course, Stigma 4 is over there doing his thing, so whenever I need to go do fetch quests for him to build the reputation of the last Dregs, that's exactly what I'll do. So, that brings to an end this particular quest involving Loporits, but we have another one to come. And so I'll be right back in a moment, and we will go take on the other one that we have in store.